Alright guys, so I guess let's get into it. I'm assuming that everybody can see the screen here. We have Tier Maker. I spent this morning getting this all sorted, guys. Basically, this is Tier List Tuesday. It's going to be a reoccurring kind of segment that we do here on the stream every Tuesday, guys. Today we're going live a little bit early, but usually we'll be live from 11 a.m. AEST. That's 11 a.m. Australian time, doing, Tier List Tuesdays. Now, basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking every indie horror that we've played within the last however long on stream. These are all the ones we've played recently within the last couple of weeks. And we're just going to rank them every week that we stream. Obviously, we will have more games added to the list, and we will re-rank them, see if our minds have changed, see how the rankings compared to last week. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much the idea. As you can see, it goes from S being the highest tier, S being the best game that I've played, or some of the best games that I've played, all the way down, guys, to do not play. That's the lowest tier, which I would consider it's either not worth your money, or maybe they're just so bad quality that they're just not worth playing, guys. It's worth noting that these are my opinions. These aren't objective kind of things. You know, this is just how I feel about the games, having played them. You know, objectively, some of these games may be better than others in terms of quality and in terms of, you know, budget, stuff like that. I'm not really putting that into consideration. I'm just going to be ranking them on how I like them and how I enjoyed them, guys. So I'll let you pick in the chat what game should we start with to get this ranking underway, guys. Also, I'll be doing a little blurb about the game and what I liked, what I didn't like, and that kind of thing, explaining the ranking as to where it sits in the ranking, guys, basically. Alley Cat, you've already got your top 3 favorite games picked out already? Nice. I love that. I love that. I don't have them picked out yet. I'm kind of just going to pick them as oh shit, I'm knocking cans over, guys, as I go, but maybe the first one that we played or the most recent. Most recent's a good idea. Let's do most recent, and that I think is going to be Missing Hiker, guys. Missing Hiker is a free-to-play Steam game. It's very short. It's basically based on you're a brother looking for his missing sibling who was last seen hiking. Basically, that's where they last were. It's a really fun game. It's a very sort of artsy, cute, not cutesy, but very like to the point art style. It's nothing too crazy. It's in a kind of VHS found footage kind of art style, I would say. Short and sweet, exactly, Alicat. It's a very short and sweet game. I love the premise. I love the story. There's a few, you know, nice little twist endings. A really interesting little jump scare that I didn't expect. It definitely got me. And for those watching this on YouTube, much love to you guys. Drop a sub, drop a like. I appreciate you. The love that we've had on the channel this month has been crazy. Over 16 subs, I think it is, or 12 subs, something like that. But yeah, guys, much love. Anyway, guys, back to Missing Hiker. Yeah, amazing game. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I would say that you could probably get around maybe 20, 30 minutes of gameplay, depending on how fast you play it. Yeah, great little indie gem. And to be honest, I'm going to put Missing Hiker... I'm going to put Missing Hiker in B tier. Because it could be better in a sense of if it was longer, it would maybe be a bit better. Or maybe if the scare, I'm not going to, without any spoilers, you know, if the ending was done a little bit differently, in my opinion, it could have been a little bit higher. Maybe it could have been an A tier or an S tier. But yeah, I really liked Missing Hiker, guys. Thoroughly recommend. It's in Steam. Also, I'll try and put all the Steam links for the games in the description, assuming I have enough space, guys. Could have had more of a chase or something. Yeah, exactly, Alicat. It was like the ending was very abrupt, without spoiling anything. So, you know, if that had been improved on, maybe it would have, you know, made it a little bit higher on the list, guys. But I'm going to then head into let's head into something a little bit slower and a little bit different, guys. Let's head into Dagon. Now, Dagon is, I believe, also free to play on Steam, and it's basically a story-driven kind of narrative kind of game. You don't really have any gameplay, moreover, you just follow the story. It's inspired by the H.P. Lovecraft story Dagon, which is about, you know, without spoiling anything, a morphine addict kind of goes crazy and, you know, he sees some things, and it's a really interesting story. I thoroughly enjoyed the short story when I read it. I actually have the book. It's called the Necronomicon. It's like a giant collection of Lovecraft stories, including the Cthulhu mythos. If you guys don't know, Lovecraft is the author of the Cthulhu mythos. But yeah, Dagon, it's very faithful to the story. It's very beautiful. The sound is amazing, and the narrator has an amazing narrator voice. Like, I love it, guys. Like, you could fall asleep listening to that guy's narration of the story. I do wish that maybe it was a little bit more scary. An art style thing made it a little bit less scary than it could have been. When I read the story, I was a lot more scared than when I watched or played through this narrative story. But it was very, very good. It was very well made. Very short, very sweet. You know, you could probably play it through in around 30 minutes. Depending on how long you spend actually looking at the environment. Yeah, it's honestly, I loved that game. I love Dagon. I'm going to also put Dagon in the B tier. I think Dagon is a solid B. I think that if you've got the time and you like story-based games like that, it's a solid pick. It's free, can't go wrong, right? I will say that don't go into it expecting crazy jump scares and things like that. It is a slow burn, and it is a story-based game, so, you know, just keep that in mind type of thing. But let's move over to one of the first horror games that we actually played live on Twitch, which was Bushside Rangers, guys. Now, I went into Bushside Rangers not really knowing much. My partner told me basically it's kind of like a mascot type horror kind of game. You go into like a theme park kind of thing. And that's really all I really knew going into it. I didn't really have any expectations. I didn't really have much thought going in, really. It's chapter based, so it's the first chapter that's come out. It's free to play, I believe, as well. It's very kind of cutesy art style, but at the same time, there's something haunting and kind of creepy. I would say if you guys have ever played the game Dishonored, there's something almost Dishonored-like about the art style of the game. Got very, very cool chase scenes. Sound design's amazing. I love the hiding aspect. I love the little puzzle-solving aspect. It's not super difficult, but it is a little bit different from something that you would find in most, you know, games that go for that kind of, you know, survival horror puzzle type thing. Think Resident Evil. They go for that style, whereas this went for something a little bit different. I would say that some of the scares are a little bit maybe cheap in terms of it's a very loud noise, so that's why you should be scared as opposed to it just being scary as well. But that is kind of every horror game kind of has that at the minute, so I'm not going to really delve too much into that. I love the story of it, even though you don't really get too much in the first chapter. You do get enough that leaves you kind of being like, I want some more of that. So Bushside Rangers, guys, you know what? I'm going to put Bushside Rangers, I'm going to give Bushside Rangers an A, guys. I really am. I know that might seem crazy high, but Bushside Rangers is also a really hidden gem. No one really has played Bushside Rangers that much. I feel like it's kind of hasn't got the love it deserves right now, guys. So again, Steam link in the description. Go give it some love. Play it through, guys. Awesome game. From there, guys, we're probably going to move into one that I maybe didn't really understand all that much, and it's going to be Luto, guys. Now, Luto, bear in mind, it is just the demo. The actual game is, I believe, TBA. It hasn't been announced. Luto is a gorgeous game. It's very, very beautiful. Amazing scenery, amazing sound score, amazing sound design. Super amazing game. I'm not sure if it's made in Unreal 5, or it came out in 2022, so I'd assume it's Unreal 4, but it's visually stunning, and it does creep you out. Every part of the game is creepy, from the sound design to the level design to the creature that ends up chasing you, or rather, I guess, being around you without giving away too much. It's a very interesting game. For me personally, the one thing that lets this game down is the puzzle, guys. I don't know if it's just I believe that, I'm not sure if it's this game or if it was a different game. If it's this game, I think there's a Spanish version. So I'm not sure if it was a translation error when it comes to the pictures, but I don't really know. The puzzle wasn't really that good. The way that they did it wasn't really that good. It wasn't very easy to follow. It didn't really match the story that we were following either, from the way I was understanding it. So I don't really know if there's like a bit of a disconnect between the story and the puzzle, which I don't really like. I think that the puzzle still needs to make some sort of sense to what you're actually playing and seeing, because otherwise you're kind of just left with this, you know, should I be scared? If so, why? And who should I be scared for? Conversely, it doesn't really lead too much into who you're actually playing. Therefore, there's not really much reason to be scared of getting caught. I don't really have a reason to run from the creature there, because I don't really know who I am or why I'm here. like I said, it is a demo. The story was a little bit vague. The story was definitely vague, and I hope that in the full game, I hope if it does follow the same story as the demo, I hope that we get to go a little bit deeper into Luto's story, because I do think there is story there and substance there. There is something that they're trying to tell us. Maybe it went over my head, guys, but for me, it just didn't really hit that same way as some of these other games did, especially for the S tier pick. There is an S tier pick in this video, guys. So, and that one there is a true hidden gem. Something that, to this day, I'm still thinking about. You did like a lot of the mechanics of the areas connecting together, Cat. I also think Luto did a great job with that. They did connect the level design really well. Everything flowed and made sense in terms of how it connected. The one problem that I had was it didn't necessarily flow in terms of where I was supposed to go. And it was maybe a little bit misleading in some ways, without spoiling things, about what you were supposed to be doing at any given time. So those reasons, guys, Luto for me is going to be a C tier. Depending on when the game comes out, the full game of Luto, I will definitely give it a go. But for now, Luto, the demo, the 2022 demo, is going to be sitting in C tier for me, guys. It may be a hot take. That may actually be a hot take. I'm not too sure. It feels like it could be S tier with more story and clearer puzzles. Definitely, like, if, you know, I don't like to compare games, but if they did something akin to Layers of Fear, it would be awesome. That game had such a deep story and such awesome art and graphics and just everything tied together so well with that game that if they did something similar with this, it could be an S tier game. With S tier puzzles, the visuals, the sound design, the level design. They have the blueprint here for something really awesome, similar to how PT did too, right? It's just how it comes off in the full game is yet to be seen. So for those reasons, it's going to be a C tier pick for me today. Like I say, this could change. Maybe someone in the comments can let us know their interpretation of the story of Luto and what Luto was actually about. Maybe I missed the whole story. Let us know in the comments, guys, and let us know your opinion on all of these picks. Where would you place these games? Let us know, guys, and also recommend something. I always love playing your guys' recommendations. I am going to be getting a recommendation board that's going to be in the background here. Drop a recommendation, I'll write it on the board, and we will eventually get to playing that game, guys. So that's something cool that's coming, another way of interacting with you guys live on stream as well. Anyway, that's going to lead us, guys, into our next game. This one here is a great game, but for me, the one area that it kind of struggles is the actual scares. And let's get into it, guys. This game is going to be Peekaboo. Now, Peekaboo has so much going for it. The environment it's set at, being a dilapidated mansion, is amazing. The actual look of the creature is amazing. Story is amazing. The puzzles, I really enjoyed the puzzles in terms of, you know, you have these clues as to which picture you have to go and then insert the object into. It felt, yeah, exactly. It did feel claustrophobic, and it did feel like you had eyes on you 24/7 with the photos, like, looking at you and stuff. Honestly, the level design, amazing. Sound design, amazing. The little monkeys as well that you could step on, super creepy. The smile on old mate's face, really creepy. There was a lot of really creepy parts to Peekaboo that I love. The one place for me that Peekaboo falls short in is when you actually get caught by the creature, or rather, if you get caught by the creature, the jump scare, or rather, I guess, the interaction kind of falls short a little bit. It's not as scary, I guess, as I would like it to be. Even games like Phasmophobia have kind of scarier jump scares when you get caught, which is kind of hard to do. That game's not really that scary. It's a great game, though. But yeah, Peekaboo is, I would say it's definitely still worth playing. It's a little indie gem, definitely worth playing. Got a lot of scary moments. The lore is there. The story is there. The monkeys are creepy. The creature is creepy. For those reasons, guys, I think it's safe to put Peekaboo in B tier. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'd recommend it. I believe it's also free on Steam as well, actually, Peekaboo. Now we're coming down, guys, I believe, to our final 5 game, which is kind of crazy. It's crazy to think that we actually have played this many. It doesn't feel like it, but yeah, we've actually played quite a few games. I can't wait to play even more with you guys, but I think we move now into one that has a lot of hype, and this artist is maybe one of the biggest artists in the indie horror scene, and that would be Chilla's, guys. Now, this was my first Chilla's game, the convenience store. I really didn't know what to expect going into it. Again, one my partner recommended, and I will say some moments were a little bit confusing, such as the TV part at the end. But in terms of the art style and the ambience and the sound design and, you know, all that kind of stuff, oh my god, guys, this game is insane. This game has so much depth, so much authenticity. It's so unique. It's so, the storytelling that it does is just, it tells a story in its own unique kind of way. The kind of multiple choice ending, or kind of multiple choices you have there at the end, is super awesome. And I think that, the consistency that Chilla has throughout all of the Chilla's games is just, it's here in this game. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comments, but I believe this is one of Chilla's first games that they made, right? Amazing game. I like how they kind of do direct you. This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do with the manager's task list that they give you. You never really feel too lost or too, where am I supposed to be? The sound design is so amazing that there's always something happening or creaking or going on, that you always feel that little sense of horror, kind of sense of dread. For those reasons, guys, it's just such an amazing game. I would highly recommend it. I believe it's not, I'm not sure if convenience store is free or not. I believe it might be $7.50, but I'm not entirely sure, guys. To give you a little synopsis, you're playing as a convenience store worker when some strange things start happening, and you've kind of got to unravel the story as the game progresses, or as the nights progress. Amazing game, guys. Super, super fun. A lot of good scares, and very unique. If you like Japanese kind of culture, urban legends kind of things, I think you'd definitely love Chilla's games, and you'd love the convenience store, guys. And for that reason, convenience store is going to get an A tier, guys. I would play that game again for the first time, and I feel like I would get just as much out of it each time that I play it, guys. Now, coming into, I guess, another pretty popular game, guys, we have Indigo Park. Now, I'm just got to, first thing I've got to say is Rambly is cute as fuck, bro. I love Rambly. I love raccoons, but Rambly, I like his character design. I like his story. I like his narration, his personality. They knew what they were doing when they made him. Super personable character, super memorable character. Thumbs up, guys. Really, really well done. Super, super awesome. I love the neon kind of aesthetic, how it's a little bit like, it's dilapidated, but it's still colorful, it's vibrant, there's still lots going on. The character design is amazing. It's cute where it needs to be, but then when it starts getting a little bit darker and, you unravel a little bit more of that dilapidated exterior, it does get creepy. The characters are creepy. Maybe not to the extent of something like FNAF or something like that. They're not quite that creepy, but they are creepy for mascot horror, as far as mascot horror goes, in my opinion. Didn't really get too much of the story as to why the park is the way it is, or what the creatures are, or their backstory. Like I say, this is a chapter game, and I believe that only the first chapter is out. Maybe as the game kind of furthers in development, we'll get more backstory as to what's going on in the park. But awesome chase scenes, awesome sound design. Graphically, it's beautiful. I love the way the little watch that you wear works to unlock doors. I think that's really cool. I think that's really unique. Awesome way to get around. Yeah, thoroughly enjoy that kind of I wouldn't even really say puzzle, guys. It's just, yeah, a great game. And honestly, I think it's free on Steam, so go check it out, guys. Play it through yourself. Probably have less struggles than I did. That Molly Parrot was I'm not even going to get into it, guys, but pretty scary at times. And for that reason, guys, I am going to put Indigo. I'm going to give Indigo an A tier as well, guys. Now, coming in for a C tier pick, this is going to be a little bit maybe controversial. Maybe I'm not really going to get, maybe I didn't really get the story. I believe it's based on a true story. It's supposed to be based on a true story, but I didn't really feel as though it was, and I didn't really feel, if it is, it's very loosely based, and I don't really, the way they did the scares to me didn't really work. And so we're going to be talking about Fears to Fathom Home Alone, guys. Now, I kind of went into this with the screenshots on Steam thinking this was going to be really creepy, thinking this was going to be one of those ones where, like, you get text and you can reply, and it was going to be like this whole drama. And what it actually turned out to be was it scary? Yes, but some of the scares were entirely skippable by your actions. For example, just hiding under the bed, you could essentially not get scared an entire time, but still finish the game. And to that end, if that's what the person in the story did, how do they know all of the other things that happen if you leave happen? It's loosely based on a true story, but not really. And to that end, it's the creepy guy, like, at the window and stuff, without spoiling too much. Like, is that creepy? Yes, but at the same time, like, not really compared to some of these other games, compared to, when you've got, for the likes of Peekaboo, where old mate's got chainsaws for hands, or, Dagon, it's a literal, cosmic deity. Indigo Park, we've got creepy creatures that are flesh and blood, but also Yeah, I'm not going to get into it, guys. But yeah, I think Feast of Fathom Home Alone has a lot to offer. It's beautiful. The texting element's cool. There's a bit of humor there. But for me, it just fell a little short. The other Feast of Fathom games may be better. They may be better. They may be better. I've heard that they are. Renari said that the other games are pretty good as well. And I'm not hating on Fears to Fathom. Just C tier is still a good tier. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being in the C tier. It's a great game. I thoroughly enjoyed. I'm glad that I played it. It's just for me, I've seen a lot of horror movies and I've seen a lot of YouTube true horror kind of crime podcasts and stuff like that. So for me, this one didn't really hit the same because it just, I don't know, something about it just didn't really feel as scary or as personable or as memorable, really. And so for those reasons, guys, Fears to Fathom Home Alone is going to be in the C tier. I do think you should still play it. I 100% recommend it. I'm glad I played it and I would still play it again. Great game. Great game. We are going to go into the next one, guys, which is going to be Clap Clap. I did not know what to expect going into Clap Clap. So when I found out that the Clap Clap is actually like a security system being installed in people's houses, bro, that was crazy. And then when I found out that people that had the Clap Clap security system, they were going missing, bro, that's insane. Basically what you have here is a game where you clap to turn the lights on or off. You're a house sitter. Some mysterious things start happening. Some creepy things start happening. There's some funny little Easter eggs the creators hidden around that you can read or have a look at. There's a cool little story here. A lot of humor. The jump scares will get you. 100% they will get you, and they are scary. The sound design's great. The characters are memorable. It's actually based off a short horror story on YouTube. You can watch that as well. Oh my god, amazing game. Clap Clap Leave. Oh, so creepy. My one gripe, and maybe to the creator, if you ever end up watching this tier list, is the ending part with the window where you have to go through. Spoiler alert, guys. Actually, fuck it. For the YouTube audience, spoiler alert. The window that you have to crash through to actually escape. I wish that was maybe highlighted a little bit better. I died a few times to the creature because I didn't even know you had to escape through that window. I kept trying the door, etc. I didn't really know what to do until I found out, right? So I wish that was maybe a little bit more clear, but other than that, Clap Clap, insane. Awesome game, super scary. Honestly, one of the scariest games I've played, to be honest. Like, Clap Clap had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. And like the underlying like story of the people, other house sitters going missing and the landlords going missing and stuff. Awesome. I love that. It's creepy. As you like, then you're kind of guessing like what's happening. Like where are they going? Basically, is it a killer? Is it a creature? Is it paranormal? Is it a cult? You're gonna have to play through, guys. Clap Clap is going to be A tier. Maybe it would have been S tier if the ending was a little bit better in terms of how to escape and stuff like that. I may have placed it in S tier. Yeah, guys, Clap Clap, amazing game. And that is going to bring us, guys, to the final game. The one that has shocked me, and honestly, I am so surprised. I wish I could play this game for the first time 3 times over. This game shocked me with how good it is. The story is so rich, it's so deep, it's so interesting. It leaves you on the edge of your seat wondering what's even happening. It's like a fever dream. It's beautiful. The sound design is so good. You're hearing things. It's stereo, so you know 1 minute it's you think it was like $4? There you go, guys. $4 on Steam. Link in the description. Grab it now, guys. Insane game. The way that it's told and the way at the end, spoiler alert, guys, how you have to pick. Oh my god, it's just insane. Such a smart choice by the developer, who, by the way, if you're watching this, shout out to you, my friend. Kudos. I really hope you're still developing some more games. I hope you've got some more horror, in the works. Maybe even a little bit more into, this world or this kind of story. But guys, Stalked 2 is insane. You basically are playing a character who is going out for a hike. Their rent is due. Their landlord's kind of on their back, and you're going out for a hike into the woods, and things kind of just go crazy from there. I'm not going to give anything away because it truly is so awesome with all the twists and turns. The scares are great. The visuals are stunning. The Stalk 2, guys. Creepy ass oh my god, the landlord is a creepy motherfucker, bro. I swear. If I had a landlord like that, he's getting straight to the chin. But guys, for those reasons, the Stalk 2 is our first game into the S tier Hall of Fame, the indie horror legends, guys. The Stalk 2 insane. I cannot recommend it enough, guys. Cannot recommend it enough, guys. But this is our list as it stands, guys. Nothing in the D, nothing in the E, and nothing in the do not play. Everything we have played thus far has been solid. It's been enjoyable. It's been scary. I've had the ups. I've had downs. I've had troubles trying to do the puzzles. I've had the chat making fun of me for it. It's just been so fun, guys, and I've really enjoyed every game that we've played so far, and I'm going to enjoy every game that we continue to play, guys. And as I say, this tier list Tuesday is from now on every Tuesday, 11 a.m. AEST, Australian Eastern Standard Time, every time. It's going to be crazy, guys. Really looking forward to you guys being here.
It's time to play the game.
It's time to play the game! Oh my god, bro. Alley Cat, get out of here with all your points, bro. But anyway, guys, remember, like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Your subscriptions help a lot. I've been enjoying the love that you guys have been showing, but we need more, guys. Over 90% of you guys aren't even subscribed. You're watching, but you're not subscribing, guys. Don't make me come to your house. Like, clap, clap. Pause. If you like this video, much love. These are our games. Maybe we'll have one in the D or E by the next time you watch this next week, but for now, guys, that's going to be this YouTube video. Much love, and I shall see you in the next one, guys. Peace.